Okay, real quick before we get started, mentally, like, make a note. What's your favorite candy? No, not favorite. What's the best candy? If you said anything but bottle caps, you're wrong. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. You're wrong. Seriously, I love these things so much, but they are so hard to find where I live. My mom actually buys these in Wyoming. And then whenever I see her, she like carts them down across state lines like we're in some sort of cartel so that I can get my fix of bottle caps. I love them. It sucks that they're not more readily available, but for real, these things are fantastic. And as we get into this, I ask that you just watch to the end of the video. I have a pretty exciting announcement, so just watch to the end, trust me. This is just a real quick video. I wanted to talk to you guys briefly, I respect your time, about the channel. Obviously, uploads have been pretty intermittent over the last couple months, and there's a couple reasons for that, chief among them being that we're working on some very big critiques and videos that involves a lot of testing, a lot of experimentation, a lot of writing, rewriting, editing, all sorts of stuff that you don't see on the back end once the video's done, but nonetheless has to happen. Luckily, we have the Twitch channel, which is up and running, so we've been streaming a lot of that over on Twitch. Links below if you want to come hang out. I've got the schedule posted there and everything. It's been a great time because I can go through that tedium with you guys. We can play through Cyberpunk and talk about it live. It's been great. But with that, all that work going on for critiques for Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed, all of that, there's also been a lot of introspection because I've been trying to figure out why some videos on this channel do like 300,000 views or 1 million views in the first week, and then other videos just totally tank and are sitting at 10,000 views and just nobody really connects with them. I look at the stats and the analytics and they do okay. Like people are watching through, like 60% of people are watching it all the way through, but they just aren't really connecting with it and the algorithm isn't picking it up and pushing it out. And I've been trying to figure out why that is. And after talking with a lot of you guys through Twitter DMs, through Instagram DMs, through Twitch chat, all of those places, I think I have at least a grasp on why that might be happening. Somebody told me that a lot of my content has been incredibly varied over the last 6 months, something that isn't necessarily a compliment. Basically, because I've wanted to make so much content in so many different styles and ways, it's made me a jack of all trades, but a master of none. So I've been putting out a lot of news updates that I work on with my editor, Jacob, and with Cami, a fantastic writer that lives in the UK that helps me on a ton of stuff on the channel. Very talented people. And I think those videos are really good, but because they're going up on this channel, people are here to watch critiques and video essays that I write and produce and make. So they watch those videos and they're like, this is good, but this seems really out of place. So they get kind of turned off by that and they don't end up clicking on the next video because they don't know what they're going to get. They don't know if they're getting a Luke video or if they're getting a Luke and friends video. I mean, it's more than that, but that's how they kind of perceive it. In addition to that, I think there's also been a kind of lack of consistent identity in the content and the tone of it, because we have these video essays that I really enjoy making where I can kind of be a little more silly, I can be a little more witty, I can take time and write a script and have fun with it. And then we also have these critiques which are similar in style, and then we have these news updates which are just totally off the cuff, unscripted, goofy and silly and crazy. Not that anything is wrong with either of those, but it's a difference in tonality. And again, when the viewer or the subscriber doesn't know what they're getting, even if it's good, it just is confusing and that leads to a lack of engagement. So there's a very simple solution to this, and it's one I've actually been thinking of making and pursuing for a couple years at this point. And finally, I have the team to do it, and we're doing it. We're launching a second channel called Press Start. Press Start is going to be the hub of gaming news, reviews. I'm not trying to like rip off Yang Ye's intro. I just said news reviews and it sounded similar. Trust me, that's not what we're doing. Don't worry, we're not just gonna follow Reddit trends. We're gonna actually like say what we think, and I'm gonna get in trouble. But for real, we are really excited about this. We're going to be doing all sorts of news videos like we've been doing on the channel up until this point with Nick Grit and that style of content. We're also going to be doing product reviews, game reviews. We already have deals with a couple of publishers to get titles early, even though it's a brand new channel, which as far as I can tell is totally unprecedented. Like game publishers and sponsors don't touch new channels until you've like been putting out videos for 6 months or a year. They just don't mess with it. But because of the reputation of this channel, because of the fantastic work that Cami and Jacob have done before working on this channel, we actually already have stuff lined up over there. It's fantastic. I'm so proud of them, and they're doing such great work. Press Start is going to really be their baby. I'll be involved in the executive level, overseeing administrative stuff. I'll be in a lot of the videos, if not all of them. I'm going to go and like we film on Saturdays at this point every single week. So we'll be putting content together constantly, but kind of the minutia, that's for them to handle. My focus will be entirely on this channel. So let me be clear. It's not less content. It's more content, because previously I was trying to oversee this stuff and that stuff, and it split my attention. Again, jack of all trades, master of none. Now my focus can be focused on this channel, Luke Stevens, making video essays, critiques, everything I've always wanted to focus on. And those guys can work focusing and prioritizing that work, and then I can be involved in it. I can participate and of course still have a say in how everything is working, but I don't have to get caught up in the busy work, which is the important thing. And thankfully they're fantastic at what they do, so it's going to work out fantastically well. I have no doubt whatsoever. In fact, when you're watching this video on the day that this launches, that channel will have launched. It'll be linked down in the description box. Go click it, watch that video, subscribe over there so you get notified of the new content. Check it out. Give it a chance for the first few weeks as we kind of get our feet under ourselves. We've got already 4 videos that are coming down the pike, and we have another 4 that are drafted, and then we'll have another 4 after that each and every week. So there's going to be a lot of content coming. And so realistically, what it looks like for this channel moving forward is that I will have time to focus on video essays and critiques. Hopefully I can get at least 1 video out a week, but I don't want to push it. We saw what happened with Cyberpunk. I want to take time to really put out videos that I'm really proud of, I'm happy with, and just have fun with it again. You know, put out content that I want to make, not just that I think YouTube wants me to make. Because after all, that's where most of you guys have come from. That's the content that you've subscribed from. So that's what I'm going to try to provide. In addition to that, of course, we're doing Twitch streams now, which helps me sit down and actually play a game for an extended period of time. I can't get out of it. It's been so great to reconnect with old fans, old viewers of the Twitch stream from last year when we were doing it a lot. It's been so much fun, and it's just great to sit down and share in those stories and experiences with all of you. So thank you to everybody who comes out and watches. Again, I'll have it linked in the description box so you can check it out. Give us a follow or a sub if you want to come hang out. The schedule will be up there, of course, as well. But I mean, with that said, I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to pull out my little laptop, iPad weird thing, and I'm going to type out a script on something I've been thinking about for the last month of playing Cyberpunk, and I'm going to enjoy it, and it's going to be great. And then I'm going to turn it into a video that I'm going to edit from scratch, stretching my editing skills once more now that I have a computer that doesn't smoke. Yes, that happened. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like a fan controller surged, and so the computer started smoking, and it smelled like burnt rubber in my apartment. It was bad, but it's okay now. It's okay now. I have a new computer and it's great, so I can edit videos again. But for a while there, I didn't have any computer, which was another piece of this puzzle. Like for 3 weeks in December, I just didn't have a computer. It was great. I also lost like 26 terabytes of footage, which was phenomenal. I had some of it backed up in Google Drive, but most of it was lost, so that's fun. But all that to say, this new channel is great because it frees me up to just make content, to not worry about juggling all these different responsibilities and jobs of writing and organizing the schedule and trying to get everything sorted. I can just create, which is what this has always been about to begin with. And I kind of lost sight of that over the last 6 months, but I'm glad to have sight of it once more, and I'm very excited. Like I said, do me a favor, head over to Press Start, give it a sub, check out the first video. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I can promise you that. And over the next 2 months, we're really gonna get our feet under ourselves, and I think it's gonna take the form of something pretty exciting. So head over there, check it out, link right below. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Bye. See you in the next video. It's actually coming out sooner than you might think.